Hey guys, this is Justin with Ready Business Systems. Today I'm going to tell you why we killed Rosie. So Rosie is an AI answering bot that picks up our phones, and this is a little bit about the service here. Check in the description below if you want to check out the service. It was working pretty well and we'll likely still use in the future, but I'm just going to run through with you guys how we had it set up and why it wasn't working for us and what we would change in the future. So you can see here, we have a document that lists out our answering scripts, right? And we actually use Ring Central. I'll also put a link below in the description here on how to set that up. But we configure a whole call system for my landscaping company through Ring Central, and this forwards calls over to Rosie or to our employees, depending on how we want to set it up. So this is our main menu here. So it says, thank you for calling 855 RI Lawns. And we have press 1, press 2, press 3 for different scenarios. So what we had it set up, we had Rosie set up, Rosie, the AI assistant, we had her set up to take our calls for our new leads. That was the original intent. So we were going to completely take the human component out of it. We would save time. We'd always be consistent. We'd always pick the phone. So previous to using this AI answering service, we have our own in-house office person who picks up the phone. But when they missed calls, it was going over to a live answering service, and they would basically just take a message and send it to us via email. So the idea was that was getting pretty expensive. This AI answering, we were paying $100 a month for, and it would always pick up the phone. It would always be polite, and it would always answer all the questions exactly as it was supposed to for each of our leads. And we ran this for a good 3 months. So what we had here, we set up our systems. Let me actually go to this screen here. This is the behind the scenes, how you set up your agent. So initially we had it set up that would just say, it would pretend to be human, and most people would eventually catch on it was a bot. But here we had the greeting set up. We put in the name of our company. We had to change the name here, 855 RI Lawns, to spell it out because the bot was reading our name wrong. So we got that nailed down. And then it used to just pretend to be a person. So Steve, my general manager / co-owner, he was giving feedback on this. He's saying, man, like it's pissing people off. People know it's a bot and they don't like it. So we decided we would change it. We'd give another chance. We'd change it. So we changed it to read out, to just let people know that you're calling outside of our hours and I'll try to help you. In hindsight, I probably should have changed this to say, I'm an AI assistant. I'll see if I can help you. And it's kind of instead of the voicemail, right? So just to clarify, we were initially having calls go directly. People say their prospective client is going directly to AI answering. Because we weren't exactly happy with how it was handling the calls, we decided we'd just send it to this AI bot after hours. And I made the mistake of sending it to both new leads and prospective clients for going to this AI bot. And it was set up to be specifically for new leads. So you can see that here inside of transfer calls, take a message. Let me see here. So these questions that are built in here, additional questions, right? We have the bot set up here. It's always going to get the name and phone number, but because it was designed to take new leads in, it was set up to ask all these questions: the email address, what services you're looking for, have you ever hired a landscaper before, where do you find us, if you have a project in mind, what's your budget? So obviously, once we made that transition and we sent it to our existing clients that were calling during business hours and we're already on the phone, or our existing clients calling after hours, they're now being asked these questions: where do you find us? Do you have a project in mind? What services are you looking for? So obviously we don't need all the information, and obviously that would be a turnoff for our customers. So I think if Steve wanted to give another chance, he's just too busy right now. We're during our seeding season, and it's just too much to deal with. Right now we're sending all our calls just back to voicemail for the time being, because I guess a couple of people are getting frustrated with it. And I'll show you some samples in a second. But it also has the ability to send, it was sending the text messages out to book work. It could transfer calls. So in the beginning, when we had it sent to, it was working better, I feel like, this spring, because the calls were going to only new leads. And if they ever asked to speak with someone, it would transfer it over to the office and they'd be able to speak to a live person. However, once we changed the Rosie to just picking up after hours, we couldn't transfer a call because there's no one to pick up the phone. So there's no ability to transfer. So if people get frustrated, wouldn't be able to offer to transfer the calls. So it's kind of like if we were going to use this AI bot again, and we probably will, we'll probably have it send, we'll have 2 channels, one that goes for new leads and one goes to existing customers. Because I'm going to show you an example in a second of why that was frustrating to clients. Our FAQs here we uploaded. We also have information from our website and actually did a really good job referencing this information. So I'll show you guys this call. So this is the call here. Here's our call log. I blurred out all these numbers for privacy reasons. But you can see here, this person called. It was set the expectation we're closed. I guess I should have said this is an AI bot. I can help you. So what can I help you with? I'm an AI assistant. That would have probably been better. So this guy's checking to see if the crew is coming up for aeration and seating. And this, I'm happy with the way it's performed. Like we don't really confirm with people. We get a text message, and then if there's weather, because people like to know what time are you coming, and we just can't provide that level of service where we're keeping people updated on exactly what time we're going to be there. We say we'll be there that day. And usually that indicates a problematic client when they're asking for a specific time. If they're just asking for, most people want to know like what day, so they can water their lawn. But when they're starting to get to asking too many questions about the scheduling, because they're usually not a great client. Anyhow, this person's asking, when coming, and Rosie's going through our website and our FAQs and telling them we can't provide an exact time they're going to arrive. So it's doing as it should here. So then it starts to ask their name. So let me just jump forward to here. So as you can see there, it was kind of awkward. Like the bot stumbled and it started talking and it stopped, which is kind of weird. And there was like a weird delay there. So obviously, people are going to know that's a bot. In this part here, you can see it's now running through the list. Like clearly this person is calling, looking for an update on scheduling, right? But because our Rosie is set up to process new leads, let me show you what happens next. Anyway, so I'm not gonna keep going through that, but you can see like this was a customer who said, quote unquote, I spoke to a robot. So I went back through, I listened to the recording, and clearly, we don't want to be sending existing clients who are calling about scheduling to ask all these questions. So I think we just got rid of all that and we just sent them down two different pipelines. One that would just take the name and the message, and the other one that would actually process the new leads. I think it would work. So we're probably gonna end up using this again. I'm gonna present to Steve in the winter, just in the winter when he's not so busy, but in the meantime, just overwhelmed. So let's just get rid of it. So yeah, I just want to point out too, right inside, this is Ring Central here. And you can see this is how we separate our phone system, our different phone numbers, how we do our transfers. They also have their own AI receptionist built in here. And we pay $99 a month for Rosie AI, and this is only $39 a month add-on. It'd probably just be better integrated if it works together. But if I set this up again, I'll probably do it directly through Ring Central and just use their AI. I don't see it being much of a difference there. Just quickly though, this is another call we got, right? And it definitely works. It's definitely saving time. I just need to it's always fine tuning these things. We also list the questions, which I forgot to show you too, but we have like the different services we offer listed in here. So we had to keep it's kind of have to keep tweaking it and make sure that it's doing as what you expect it to do and monitoring these calls. Services we offer, wherever that list is. Anyway, I have the services we offer in here. And we had to update some because it'd be like, oh, we don't do firewood delivery, and we do. So somewhere in here, yeah, it has the firewood delivery, but just a bunch of tweaking here. So you can see that like she's just talking, leaving a message, and she thinks it's a real person. So I just wanted to show those examples too. For the most part, it does work out well. It just takes tweaking. I think that just Steve just kind of ran out of patience, but we're gonna revisit it again in the future. Anyway, if this is something you're interested in, again, check the links below to sign up. And if you want us to get you set up, feel free to reach out as well. Already Business Systems. All right, I'll catch you next time. Thank you.